hello. This is Vinnie, and this is the world according to Vinnie. And can you see what day it is? It is St. Patrick's Day. Got my kiss me, I'm Irish. Got my hat. Blinks a little bit. And also something special. This is a candela wrapped La Palina Fuego Verde cigar. And little sweetness to the wrapper. That's the whole deal. But what happens? Let me. I got some notes here on this. It takes what they say to get that green. It takes more. It takes more work, but less time to keep the cigar leaf green. It's about 60 to 70 hours. It's super high heat in the barn, and then for 60 or 70 hours, then what they do, that normally it takes 30 to 45 days for the process, but then they open the barn back up after the closing it up and get the heat like 90, 100 plus degrees. Then they humidify safely so they can remove it, and that's kind of like the process. I'm not an expert on it. I've never really smoked hardly any candelas, but you know, anyway, that's what it is. So it's St. Patrick's Day, and since I'm 37.9, 39.7, anyway, got a little coffee, and we're going to talk a little St. Patrick's Day history from Vinnie, in the world according to Vinnie. So St. Patrick's Day celebrated every year on March 17th, honoring the Irish patron saint, St. Patrick. The celebrations are largely Irish culture themed. Typical consist of wearing green, parades, drinking. Some churches may hold religious services. Many schools and offices close in Suffolk County, which is the area containing Boston and its suburbs. People all over the world celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure you've seen it all over. I used to go to Omaha for some meetings, and that was a big St. Patrick's Day celebration. They were crazy, especially when they have large Irish American communities. Feasting on the day features traditional Irish food: corned beef and cabbage, corn cabbage, coffee. Bread, potatoes, and shepherd's pie. Many celebrations also hold Irish breakfasts of sausage, black and white pudding, fried eggs, and fried tomatoes. And one thing I did read about, did you know that the traditional color associated with St. Patrick was blue originally, not green? And I don't know why I just caught that. But St. Patrick, the missionary and bishop of Ireland, St. Patrick, or the Apostle of Ireland, actually started out in the pagan religion. While not much is known about his early life, many of his life's details were lost to folklore. Letters from St. Patrick reveal that he was captured in Wales, in Scotland, or another close area outside of Ireland, taken to Ireland as a slave. Years later, he's escaped, returned to his family, who were Romans living in Britain, given back to Ireland for mission work after finding a place as a cleric, and then bishop within the Christian faith. He's born around 460, and by the 600s, he was already known as the patron saint of Ireland. There are many kind of legends or folklore associated with St. Patrick. Symbol the shamrock used for St. Patrick's Day comes from the story of St. Patrick using the shamrock to illustrate the Holy Trinity. The three-leaf plant coincided with the pagan religion's sanctity of the number 3 and is the root of the green color theme. Interesting. The snake, you may have seen that. It's been long recounted that during the mission in Ireland, St. Patrick stood on top of a hilltop, which is now called Patrick, if I'm pronouncing that right, and with only a wooden staff by his side, banished all the snakes from Ireland. That was the folklore. In fact, Ireland nation was never home to any really snakes. The banishing of the snakes was really a metaphor for the eradication of pagan ideology from Ireland and the triumph of Christianity. Within 200 years of Patrick's arrival, Ireland was completely Christianized. Now the leprechaun, you've seen some of those around, right? One icon of the Irish holiday is the leprechaun. Original Irish name for these figures folklore is Lobrechain. I guess that's what that is. Meaning small-bodied fellow. Belief in leprechauns probably stems from Celtic belief in fairies, tiny men and women who could use their magical powers to serve good or evil. A friend of mine from the Office Cigar Lounge told me a joke. I can't tell it. It's funny. Maybe if I can do it another time, but I think I'd be kicked off YouTube. But thanks, Stu, for the joke. We all loved it. In Celtic folklore, leprechauns were cranky souls responsible for mending the shoes of the other fairies. Through only minor figures in Celtic folklore, leprechauns were known for their trickery, which they also used to protect their much fabled treasure. Leprechauns have their own holiday on May 13th. Really? But also are celebrated on St. Patrick's, with many dressing up as wily fairies. Huh. The history, though, of St. Patrick's Day was first celebrated in America in 1737, and was organized by the Charitable Irish Society of Boston, including a feast and religious service. That first celebration of the holiday in the colonies was largely to honor and celebrate the Irish culture that so many colonists had been separated from. Early celebration continued this modest tradition. In New York, the first celebration took place. Small gathering at the home of Irish Protestants. St. Patrick's Day parade started in New York in 1762 by a group of Irish soldiers in the British military who marched down Broadway. This began the tradition of a military theme in the parade, as they often feature marching militia units. The holiday eventually evolved from the modest religion dinner to the raucous holiday we know today. Wow. Worldwide, St. Patrick's Day parades and celebrations. You know, parades and wearing green have always been a traditional part of St. Patrick's Day celebrations, but the events will vary from like city to city. Boston, St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Boston, 600,000 visitors to the city. They have a large American community. The city is one of the largest parades, which many veterans take part in. Events are held in large number of Irish pubs in the city. Irish Culture Center holds a celebration. Many events feature Irish food, corned beef, things of that nature. New York is the place of the oldest civilian parade, which boasts over 150,000 participants. This may include veterans along with firefighters, policemen, cultural clubs. Is led New York's 69th Infantry Regiment. Another city in New York State, Pearl River, has the second largest parade in the state. Crowds over 100,000. Buffalo, there are 2 St. Patrick's Day parades. Now this is interesting. Scranton, Pennsylvania. City's parade is one of the oldest and largest since 1862. It's been one of the most popular, with current celebrations around about 150,000 people. Chicago, large Irish community, makes up a large part of the celebration. Chicago dyes that Chicago River green, holds South Side Parade. Had to be scaled back in recent years due to the celebration growing too large for the Irish groups that hold the parade. New Orleans, that coastal city was the largest point of immigration for the Irish. St. Patrick's Day celebrations typically held at the community or neighborhood level. Ireland, this celebration is more religious in nature, as it is considered a religious feast day. While it is made an official holiday in 1903, the first St. Patrick's Festival was held in 1996. During these recent years, they even have become more cultural, consist of many celebrations in the streets. Interesting, very interesting stuff about St. Patrick's Day. So, what I'm going to tell you though is get a shirt, grab a hat. You know what? Everybody can be Irish. Everybody can have a little fun, especially in these times this last year. It's been 1 year of the flattening of the curve and all that silliness. But you know what? Tomorrow, why don't we go out, have fun. If you've had your vaccine, the way I'm looking at it, you know, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. But anyway, enjoy your cigar, enjoy some libations, just have fun. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's Irish. I'm Vinnie. Before you go, in my link there'll be if you're buying something for St. Patrick's Day or something else and you're going to Amazon, click on my Amazon link, and what that does is take you to Amazon, and then Amazon doesn't cost you anything, but Amazon gives me a little something for advertising the link and get you to go through that. I really appreciate if you could do that. Also, if you want to subscribe or share the video of St. Patrick's Day, please do. Sunday, I'm going to be doing something, since we talked about time last Sunday Fun Day, I've got some interesting things about watches, and I collect watches. So I'm going to do a little something Sunday Fun Day, according to Vinnie, the world according to Vinnie. Going to do about watches and timepieces. Pretty interesting stuff. Just some fun stuff. So, this is Vinnie. This is the world according to Vinnie. Appreciate you coming out. Check me out. Share me, please. You have a great day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. This is Vinnie. Take care.